Lawrence Larry Williamson Jr. is the retired director of the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, Frank W. Hale Jr. Black Cultural Center at The Ohio State University. He is a native of Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, and a graduate of Montgomery County Community College and Cheyney University. Larry also is a product of Plymouth Whitemarsh High School, where he played varsity football, ran track, and upon graduation was the Conshohocken Alumni Award winner. After graduating from Cheyney with the second highest cumulative grade point average, Mr. Williamson taught art and photography at Chester High School in Chester, Pennsylvania, before deciding to pursue graduate work at The Ohio State University. He came to OSU through its Graduate Visitation Days program, in which he received a one-year minority fellowship. After the completion of his fellowship, Mr. Williamson was employed as a graduate administrative associate in the Office of Minority Affairs, now the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. As a graduate administrative associate in OMA, Mr. Williamson worked directly under the supervision of Dr. Frank W. Hale Jr. On July 10, 1989, Mr. Williamson became assistant director of the Frank W. Hale Jr. Black Cultural Center and continued as coordinator of art exhibits for the Bricker Hall lobby area outside the president's office. At the Hale Center, he collected more than 750 pieces of artwork valued at over $2 million. On August 3, 1993, Mr. Williamson was placed in the director's position at the Hale Center. Two of his major initiatives that have been on campus for over 30 years were the annual Thanksgiving dinner and the pre-Kwanzaa celebration. As a capstone to his illustrious career, Mr. Williamson has various awards and a scholarship named after him at Ohio State, such as the Larry Williamson Scholarship, the Lawrence Williamson Distinguished Service Award, the Lawrence Williamson Jr. Service Award, the Larry Williamson Jr. Staff Impact Award, and the Lawrence K. Williamson Jr. Black Fine Art Collection at the Frank W. Hale Jr. Black Cultural Center. Larry Williamson Jr. is married to Dr. Pamela Burdett Williamson, a retired tenured professor at Ohio State, and has a son, an educator, Larry Williamson III.
Even though I'm named after my dad, I've always had the privilege of carving out my own identity with him and with those who he knows. And I really got an awesome opportunity to see the man he was here and him help develop me as a son and to the man I've become today.
My name is Courtney Moore. I am a senior and I've worked with Mr. Williamson and the Thanksgiving dinner since I was a junior in high school. Mr. Williamson inspired me to continue my active service and volunteering with people who are not fortunate enough to go back home to experience gathering with their families and creating memories as far as it comes to like holidays like Thanksgiving. And he's pretty much, I would say, kind of the heart of why we have this signature event at Ohio State.
They say you should never forget where you came from. Conshohocken, Pennsylvania is where I grew up. Conshohocken was a sense of community, family, and friend. It serves as a basis for me. I'm so proud to come from Conshohocken. Plymouth Whitemarsh High School was my foundation for education. Education was important, particularly to my parents. My mom and dad made sure that I had at least a B average to a C+ average if I played sports. Playing sports helps you to define yourself and it establishes leadership. Plymouth Whitemarsh gave me a good foundation. When I became director of the Frank W. Hale Black Cultural Center, I was on a mission. Dr. Hale and our community wanted to make sure that African American people were in the forefront. African American people had so many contributions at Ohio State University, but they weren't looked at beyond athletics. With my role and background in art, it was very important for me that I go out there and collect. And that's exactly what I did. Collecting artwork was a unique experience. The Hale Center has one of the largest collections in the entire nation, and I feel good about the responsibilities and role that I played in that one. Family was very, very important for me, and they actually played a role. My wife, my son, my mother, my dad, my family, they were all there for me. One of the most important things you always have to take in consideration is what legacy am I going to leave behind? I know that when I leave and retire from Ohio State University, that collection will go on forever. So therefore, I just wish everybody the best, and I thank you for this tremendous honor.